Hi, we are going to look at data table in this video. Data table is like a ready reckoner. So we have tabulated results for different combination of variables. It could be one variable or it could be two variables. For example, let us say I am taking a loan for purchasing a car and I go to bank. So bank will have a defined rate of interest. It's not really a variable. They can't change it. I can't change it. But what I can change is the duration of my loan. For example, I may take loan for 5 years or 10 years or even 15 years. Also, I can change the amount of loan. I may take 8 lakhs loan or 10 lakhs loan or 15 lakhs loan depending on my budget and which car I wish to buy. Now, for a combination of different values of amounts, I might like to know how much will be my EMI. Also, I might like to know the EMI if I vary the duration of payment at the same time. Now, this could be done by a formula. There is a formula called PMT, which I have covered in my earlier videos. For those of you who have not seen it, please see my video on formulas. So now let us see how we can construct the data table to work as a ready reckoner for us. So here is a formula for loan of a car. Loan amount given over here is 10 lakhs. The rate of interest which is given by the bank is 9% per annum. That means in a year they would be charging 9% interest. Periods. Periods means the tenure or duration of my loan payment. Let us say I wish to pay it in 120 months, that is 10 years, right? So question is how much will be my EMI? So how much will I have to shell out every month? So that is worked out by a formula called PMT over here, right? For your benefit, I will just paste this formula over here, right? So this is the formula for payment, okay? Where you will notice that it is C3 divided by 12 is the first argument. C3 is nothing but rate of interest per annum. But we are going to work with months. Therefore, we divide it by 12. Okay, we divide this by 12 in the formula. That is the first argument, that is rate of interest per month. Then comma, and the second argument is uh, second argument is the periods or NPER, number of periods, which is nothing but C4, that is 120. And the last argument is C2, that is how much is the loan amount. It's called PV in Excel. All right, I suppose you know this formula. I won't be spending much time on it. What we want to do now is we want to construct a ready reckoner or a table for which what I am going to do is I am simply going to write the number of periods, that is 120, okay, and then 125, and let me just increase it in steps of 5. You could increase it in steps of 1 also, but just for convenience I'm going to increase it in steps of 5, right? So 120 months, 125 months, 30 months, likewise up to 180 months, right? What you need to do here is first simply copy the formula, because one of your variable which is the tenure or number of periods, is changing, is shown over here. So in this cell right on top above, you copy the formula with which you got the answer. So I'm simply going to write equal to and put this cell and enter, right? So here, this is a cell where this formula is copied, and this is the variable which is going to go on changing. What is the variable? Periods or number of months for which I am taking the loan. Okay, or we could call it tenure. Okay, let me type tenure over here, tenure in months. Okay, so we want to construct a data table for varying values of these number of months of tenure, and we would like to know what would be my EMI. Okay, what am I calculating? I am calculating EMI, that is equated monthly installment. How much payment do I have to make every month for varying number of months, right? So what we need to do here is just select all. Okay, select all. That means select the formula, and from the left hand side select all the values of the variable, that is number of periods, and that's it. And go to data and go to forecast. Under data menu, there is forecast, and under forecast, you'll find what if analysis. Under what if analysis, click on data table. Okay, click on data table. Now, here is an important thing you should remember. It is asking what do you want to input, row input cell or column input cell. What do you want to input? What are you going to change in this formula? You wish to change the number of periods. And how do you want to change? You want to change them in the columns. So you should put, are you changing anything in the rows? No, we are not changing anything in the rows. So come to column input cell, and what are we changing? We are changing the periods. So click on the periods in the formula. So please remember, on top here we have the formula. Okay, and on the columns we are writing the periods. So the column input cell will be the periods as it was given in the original formula, and all you need to do is just click on OK, and here is the magical table available. Okay, you can see pretty much that for 120 months this much is the EMI, and so on up to 180 months. Let me just format it so that we could have only two decimals. Okay. Okay, we don't need decimals really for this. So let me get it like this. Okay. So minus sign indicates that the cash is going out. Okay. That means for 120 months, it is 12,668 of EMI or payment you will have to make every month. And same way, if you choose the tenure as 180 months, okay, that is 15 years, you will have to pay only 10,000 rupees a month. Isn't it very handy? So you could choose how much you can pay based on your take home salary, etc., and accordingly go in for a loan so that it gets liquidated in time. What about changing of periods? Okay, you could change the this is the periods we have already changed. Parallelly, you could change the loan amount also. Suppose you wish to change the loan amount, like instead of 10 lakhs, you can have 12 lakhs, 13, 14 lakhs, 16 lakhs, 20 lakhs, and so on. Okay, it's also possible. Actually speaking, here we are varying only one thing, so it is called as one variable data table. Let us see if we can have a combination of the NPR also changing and the loan amount also changing. So then you could choose optimally a combination where you would get loan and for a particular tenure, and then choose, you know already how much you can afford to pay every month. So that is fixed. But for that fixed amount, you can choose a different combination. How do we do that? I'm simply going to copy this tenure in months over here. Okay, I'm just copying this and pasting it here. Okay, let me paste it. Okay, let me paste it here. Right. So these are my number of months. Right. Now let me type the loan amount 10 lakhs. Right. Let me write here 12 lakhs, or let me make it 11 lakhs. Okay, and I could pretty much generate a table by dragging this. Okay, so values get filled. Okay, so from 10 lakhs onwards up to 18 lakhs. Okay, uh, let me just shift it up a bit. Right, I think it's quite clearly visible now. On this side, we have the months changing from 120 months to 180 months. And on the other side, we have the loan amount, okay, that is present value 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 13 lakhs, and so on up to 18 lakhs. What we need to do is in the top left corner, we need to simply copy the formula, okay, which we had used in the formula table. So I'm going to do the same thing and copy the formula. So we have the formula over here, and we have one variable changing on this direction, other variable changing in this direction, and this is the set of values for different combinations like 135, 12 lakhs, 150, 10 lakhs, and so on. This is what we are going to fill up by using a two variable data table. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Let us move on to the left side. Okay. First, first step is select the entire thing right from the formula on top left up to all the values both in one direction and also in the other direction. Okay. After selecting that, go to data and then what if analysis and data table. Okay. So now we have to be careful. We need to put two variables over here. Row input. What is going into the row input? That means in the row, what all is going? 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs. So it is the PV or the loan amount that is going. So inside the formula where we had worked out the formula over here, just click on this value. So this is the row input cell, which is nothing but the loan amount. And what do we want to fill up in the column? Just like earlier, we want to fill up the number of months of loan also from the formula. So click on this and we have got column input cell as well as row input cell. All that needs to be done now is just click OK. All right, I'm just going to go down a bit and click. So for a combination of any number of months and any number of any number of loan amount, you can work out exactly what is the optimum EMI. Suppose you can afford to pay 16,000. Okay. So we come over here and this is 16,000, 15,579, right? So if we come on to this, we can make out that we could afford to pay this EMI. We could afford to pay this EMI, then you can get 14 lakhs of loan for a duration of 150 months. You can figure out and go on to different places, and by changing the reference of one of the variable and choose the optimum combination. Anyway, I suppose you like this magical generation of ready reckoner or a data table. That's all. Thank
Yes,
you.
if you find this useful, click the like. If you wish to catch several such videos, hit subscribe. For notifications, ring the bell and share this so that others too can watch. Bye.